semester's first Call of Duty live stream. My name is Andrew Boak. I am the director of Malone University Esports, and today I am joined by a special guest, Ryan Gilby. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
This year we have the lovely Andrew Wade taking up the helm for the team, as and the other students that we have a part of the team. We have Isaiah Nork. We have his name is Dawson. I don't remember what his last name is. Dawson. This probably is the worst way to try to find it. Dawson Layton and Devin Powell. So Andrew Wade, Isaiah Nork, Dawson Layton, and Devin Powell. That is the composition of our team this year. So, and this is the first game in MW3. This is kind of the era, or at least some of these maps are the era of Call of Duty that I actually know some things about, because a good friend of mine and I would play MW2 way back in the day. So maps like Terminal and Subbase and all of these other MW2 maps that used to be a thing back in the day, I actually know their layouts, and it's really weird to see them like up modernized to the modern day. So, and my good friend Ryan here knows a lot more about this game than I do. So.
Yeah, it is really good to see maps like Karachi and Invasion return in several different forms. I mean, when this game came out, Control wasn't even a game mode. So these maps are playing a little bit differently. Hardpoint wasn't even a game mode. There was a game mode similar called Headquarters.
Yep.
But once your team had kind of captured the point and you died, that you only had as many teammates left that were alive to help hold the point.
Yeah.
Whereas in Hardpoint now it's all about getting that rotation down so that way you can constantly off of the respawn be able to refill those. And so those two modes on these maps are very different, right? We've never experienced any of these modes on those maps before, but you do see classic Search and Destroy come back in every Call of Duty every single year.
Right.
And so you see that come out in these maps. And I'm sure depending on some of the ages of some of these people playing here tonight, they may or may not have played Hardpoint.
Yes.
Search and Destroy on Karachi or Terminal or Subbase or whatever you want to call all of these maps. But it is good to see an old game mode return to the maps that kind of made Call of Duty famous.
Yeah, because I remember back in my day of playing, it was Demolition.
Yeah.
I think there was a little bit of Capture the Flag, like a teeny bit. Headquarters, like you said. I'm trying to think of some other popular. I didn't play a whole lot of Search. I'm not as big of a fan of the One Life game modes, but that's just a me preference. I don't know. Oh. Now it is? Maybe? Oh, we are on spectator. It's thinking about it. There we go.
There we go.
Do you have to like highlight over your name and then hit to? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because as a codcaster, I can probably move these guys into different teams if I wanted to.
Okay.
But obviously, we won't be doing that today.
Right. Yeah. We'll leave that to everybody else.
Just want to make sure I stay in codcaster when it loads in, so that way we're not causing any forfeit needs or map restarts.
Absolutely.
If we can prevent it.
Yep.
But.
And today we are playing up against Indiana University. So it looks like we have a couple guys joining from Xbox and PlayStation. So the cross-platformness
Yeah,
is a thing.
You're definitely going to see the difference in screen comparison. Here, you're going to have different bit rates coming through from the console versus the PC. I don't think it's going to change the talent level, right? Because everything's controller still.
Right.
It doesn't mean that one guy gets to use a mouse and a keyboard and one guy gets to use the controller. But I think you're going to maybe see some corners that are going to be potentially look like somebody was not there, but some body parts still might be there in the kill cams or in the delayed end round kill cams as well. So first map we got here is Terminal Hardpoint. And so the key here, obviously being, depending on where you're starting, is going to be whether or not you want to try to rotate the spawn. And it does look like Malone is going to want to go for the spawn flip as well as try to get some time here on initial P1. So Malone is going to start in that P3 area, which is security, which they'll want this spawn back after they flip it. The hard part is getting back there once you do flip it. And so we will see, hopefully, somebody here start to sprint outside of the flip. And we will see 2 jump right on point. And, of course, you're going to see an immediate flank here. And Malone hopefully will read this as Wade has read it. And looks like 18 Gaming was also there for the help. There's going to be some jump shots and nades thrown in there.
Lots of nades.
So they're going to have to check that corner, and they're going to lose the time here, and they didn't get the flip either. So
that was almost an even trade, fully, though.
Fully. It was beautiful trades there for sure. As you can see, Malone is back in the point, but there's only 25 seconds left. They're going to start wanting to work on a rotation here. I think they're sending Pillow right now through to Eskies to try to start this flip process. And if Pillow is smart, he will continue to rotate down towards plane. And OG perceived, and Malone is gonna get this flip almost secured. It is there. Wade will help secure that flip, and you will see Indiana start to spawn out over in the back here of the security point. Now this is going to be a little bit harder to get out of because coming out of the security point, you do have these little bushes here that are going to give quite a little bit of head glitch. And it's going to make it a little bit harder for Indiana. Now there are some jump spots here, as you can see there, he just jumped up there, that are going to make it a little bit harder. And 18's going to have to really be aware of the side, and it will cost him there. As you can see, Malone is now spawning out back in security for P3, which isn't super bad. As long as they don't work for a flip right here, they should work out pretty good. And you're going to see a 52-20 lead here from Malone right off the bat. And I'm going to go ahead and rotate us here to the P3 spot. And as you can see, Wade is going to go ahead and start the rotate here to try to get there early, to be there and get ready. And we're going to see him engage in a gunfight. It's a great nade off the bat. It gets him out of the doorway and right into the front side. Now, Pillow will have to notice this side shot, and he does. And hopefully 18 or Wade is going to go in there to help that out. And they're going to get it. Now, if they don't forget to watch their backs, they're going to get clipped. And you will see it come up. And 18 Gaming, however, does do some wonders. That is a great spot for Pillow here. He's going to be able to clip the guys that are going to come in and look immediately left.
Perfect.
Now, we still have to remember we have a backside, and Wade is going to cover it. He does have that IQ up there to cover that up. And so Malone is going to start to take out a 20-point lead here. And it's really going to show in the next couple rotations how well these points are going to play out for Malone. We are going to be going after P3 here. We are going to be rotating across map a little bit. And as you can see, trophy systems are out. Esports is going to get trapped here. And so it's going to be really hard to get that back. But it doesn't really matter. Those 15 seconds don't really... In hardpoint, you really don't need those 15 seconds. You want to get back to the rotation because, as you can see, Indiana is a full clear here. They are ready and they are set up. They've got these couple guys right here who are going to use these back rooms right here to just get stuck. And there's nowhere to go. There's no way to shoot into those except through those little carts. But these guys are going to use these walls to hone in and get some time here. As you can see, we've got trophies down across the board. And Malone is actually going to get run up on by T-Dog here. He's going to come in the backside. He's gonna make.
We might have.
He's gonna make a chow.
Anti-flank.
And we are contested. Boom. Pillow will save the point with 30 seconds. It's gonna be a nice 30-point hold. 18 Gaming is definitely gonna check out his back here. That's gonna be rough.
It's like we have
and Andrew
Wade
is gonna start the flank already. And on this flank, he's going to start to rotate. We're going to be coming outside here to outside plane for the next hard point. And so to see this happen and come out like this, Pillow is definitely in a great spot to rotate. Pillow is in a great spot. He's going to be moving the rotation on the backside. And so we're going to see Wade come plane here on this, and that's really going to help the spawns. But also you're going to see Indiana start to set up in spawn and get the spawn already, and they're going to be ready for Wade as he comes around the corner. And luckily, Wade does dip away with his life. So you're going to see some of these gunfights go different ways. Pillow is on a great spot. If esports can back him up without...
Oh, not quite.
He sold there and jumped. He should have never jumped off of that. It did cost him. And so you're going to see
18.
a challenge here by 18. And he doesn't get the clear with the pistol. Pillow's not going to recognize under the plane either, I don't think. And you're going to get a death here from esports. Yes, he will. And Pillow will not recognize. He does get the one, but he's not able. Wade is on the flank back here on oil. However, there are
got a
some
pinch
people.
maneuver.
Now, this 25 seconds here, Andrew, is not really something that they want to really hold on to.
Okay.
And you can see Andrew start to push out through the plane, but Pillow should really be rotating here back into the P1 rotation, because if you let OG Hercules come back to the back here, he is going to flip the spawn for P1, which you do not want, because we are going back to that original hard point hold, and we do want to keep this P2 spawn back here as well. So as you can see, Wade and Pillow kind of pushing in together here, kind of making a joint effort. And now Wade will then know, hey, everybody's flipped in front of us. We shouldn't have a guy behind us.
No.
But they do get the spawn flip because nobody is holding the spawn, which is absolutely crucial.
Wow.
And as you can see, it does look like Wade did get back around to flip this spawn out here, and you are going to see a 150 to 90 point lead. Now that's really good, seeing as that's more than 60 seconds, which is one full hard point rotation. And Pillow's going to get crept up on here, and I don't think he's going to realize it. But 18 Gaming should be able to hopefully square up and say it. No, he does not. That was a super crucial pinch there for sure. And so esports is now going to be unaware of the roof and is going to have to challenge. He does get it, which is super, super nice. So we are a full point difference right now in terms of score, being that the point is 60 seconds to hold the whole thing. So we are going to see that come through, which is really good. And we're going to rotate back down here to bottom Eskies, as it's called. And as you can see, Wade throws the trophy out. It's not the greatest location for the trophy, being that it can be shot from the plane, and it will totally negate. And Wade is challenging this guy up top here, which is super crazy. And you're going to kind of see his POV here, as he's going to kind of know that SP's at top, AC is going to be the target, and he is going to drop both of those people from there. So you're going to be able to see that come through.
Got a solid hold.
Almost got a third guy there, and you're going to see 18 just have his back here and be able to take some of these guys out that are kind of putting the pressure on the point capture there. So
looks like a spawn flip.
Yeah, if anything here, you want the spawn flip. Esports and 18 should not be here right now. They should be rotating to P3, which is where Pillow is actually right now. And so you should not be here right now with this. And so you're seeing also some kill death ratios that are definitely moving along. And you're going to see 18 Gaming here not realize the guy in the back spawn. In fact, those the security portals let off a loud beep, as you heard, and that beep can be heard madly across the map. And so you're gonna see a lot of these guys. Pillow in a great spot here. The only place he can be chowed is underneath himself, which is very unlikely because the only way up is where he's currently at right now. So it's a great spot for Pillow to hold, especially on that hard point.
Nice hold, almost 100 point.
Now you're gonna see these Indiana guys. They're gonna know, hey, I can't be running hallway because Pillow's in the plane. And so Pillow has a great cutoff inside of that plane. Draco is going to get the backside here. I don't know why he's choosing to run a sightless MCW. It does change the dynamic of your gun a little bit. It does change your kick pattern just slightly. And so esports really here is going to need to rely on the comms of that teammate. And 18 Gaming, just the newness of the team, right? They're not able to communicate appropriately with speed and accuracy right now. MU Esports there to know that, hey, there's two behind, or there's two in front here. And so Indiana does have the spawns right now. They're spawning perfectly right outside of the point. They also need to watch their back because it does look like Pillow is pushed up a little bit on the left side there, maybe trying to get a spawn flip. And Andrew Wade is probably definitely pushing for a spawn flip here. Now we are only about 14 seconds of Malone time on the point to end this round, or this game as you would call it, to begin the series here. And so if Malone is able to keep this 100-point lead and then cap off these next 14 seconds on the next hard point, which it does look like Pillow has rotated for, it is going to play in their favor, and they will come away with the first map win. As you can see, Wade, of course, spawned right in because Pillow took the hot high stance, which is perfect. Pillow now knows that there's a Chow with him. He does know it's there. Wade does know it's there as well. OG is going to also know it's there, so you're going to see Wade here kind of hold this back spawn, make sure that nobody can flip them out.
Right.
Because if they get flipped out,
then
these guys could pop a full
game.
60 seconds, and then they're right back in it, right? 220, 220. And so Wade is not going to see the guy on the bottom, though, and he's going to really rely on the esports. And as you can see in the kill feed, Malone is going to claim all of the lives, and that should do it for the rotation.
Coming in from
and the only guy back here is the guy Wade aimed at, and it is going to probably end with a Malone taking map 1 right there. I do not think anybody from Wade. Oh, they do get in there for a second, and they will also claim the game right there.
There it is.
Malone will take
Great job.
number 1 on hardpoint.
Great job, team. Like in the match they played just for warm-ups leading up to this, the one thing that I definitely noticed was a lack of comms.
Yeah.
And like as you said, like that will just come with time.
As they start to solidify what means what to each other,
right.
It will help team cohesion. Now here you're seeing a lot of Pillow has 20 untraded kills, which is supreme, along with Wade there also having 19, and you see those two KDs represent that 28 and 16 and 23 and 17 are definitely signs that those guys were on their A games with their
absolutely
aim. So yeah, there's definitely
the PC difference.
The PC difference. I don't know if it's necessarily PC, but you can definitely tell that some of these guys have probably honed in their sensitivity.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people think the higher the sensitivity, the better I will be at aiming, right? The more accurate I can be. Actually, in Call of Duty, it's about the opposite. People do run their sensitivity in the 5 and 6 range, right? It's perfect enough to...
What is the range?
I believe it's up to 20 now.
Oh, okay.
Like you can be super snappy, but the screen, your screens potentially don't pick up that kind of movement, right? Like the game allows you to move that fast, but the refresh rates and stuff like that, you still get that little bit of blur that you've even turned off, and you still get some of that little pixelation. So it's always good to be there. It also helps keep the right thumb from having to do too much at once, right? Because it's just like a car on ice. If you mad turn the wheel one way and then mad turn the wheel the other way, the car's gonna flip in and out as it goes. So, and you want to try to keep control of that car, right?
Absolutely.
So if you do quarter turns instead of whip it all the way this way and whip it all the way the other way, you do quarter turns instead. It'll help keep your sights from going too far left and too far right. Because you can get spun around sometimes in these close quarter engagements. We're gonna see that probably later on Karachi when you see the B point come up on control. And so I know we are going to play that Karachi map a couple times tonight, and I also know that we obviously just played Terminal, and I think we're also going to be playing a match on Invasion, I believe. Search and Destroy, I believe, on Invasion.
Okay.
So obviously right now we're just lobby waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see who's going to host and who's going to be the next person that we have to step into the invitation with.
Yeah, and with Malone taking
playing Search and High-Rise,
High Rise was a great map. That was a lot of fun. I have a lot of solid memories. Like you could get up on the crane too randomly and like on 100%. The side. Yeah.
Now in a competitive scene, it's a little bit harder to do.
Yeah.
And it's also almost as if you're wasting a player.
Right. Yeah.
Right. If it's a 6-man team, totally different. Right. You can throw 5 at the wall.
Right.
And then have one guy kind of doing the whole sniper thing.
Yeah.
Right. But in this kind of thing, you don't want to be wasting any opportunities to chow a point or chow a bomb site. So there's always those things that you want to pay attention to.
Andrew's so kind. Hello.
So yeah, we're gonna be playing High Rise, Search and Destroy. I think for Malone, being that the team is new together, they're not going to want to really push that A-bomb too hard. I think it's a little too open. I think it's a little too angly. I don't know if the comms are there, if somebody needs to spin around and try to get that guy that's going to come in up behind, because this does have a basement element to it.
Yes,
that's easily accessible all across the map. There's staircases everywhere. As you can see on the loading screen here, on the left side, there's a staircase to come up.
Yeah.
You can come up underneath the helicopter. As you can see, there's stairs right there. On the right side as well, you can also see some of that kind of stuff. So we are going to see Malone start with the bomb here. They are going to be attacking first. And so they're going to have to bring the bomb. And I'm really hoping, Andrew, that they're going to pick this B route here on this long hill. Mm-hmm. It can only be challenged really by 2 areas, top helicopter and then obviously straight ahead on the
right.
deep map. And you are going to see the B rotation here coming out of Malone in your bottom left screen on your mini map. Now they are going to also chow the bottom, which is going to be a key here. And Indiana definitely knows that
the B bomb is
the place to be right now. They're holding for it. They're about to chow for it. Pillow is actually going to use a sneaky trick on the top of your map here, and he's going to go for their spawn. Now, I would never recommend this for teams mostly, but he's going to get a lucky kill here.
Oh, nice.
And he is going to be able to reload. And the call out, of course, you can see from Indiana is going to come through. And so now they do have to work with a guy behind them. And Malone does have all 4 guys up, and the bomb is going to go down. Now, whether or not they read this guy that's going down low, who knows? But it's a 1v4 situation here, Andrew, and I'm not sure that they're going to be able to come up out of this with that. So,
yeah.
So they've got angles covered here. Now, the only bonus is Bradley does have a stair glitch, but 18 Gaming is going to get it.
There it is. That was well played.
It was very well played. Very well played. Pillow was a little, I'm not sure I would have done that round 1.
Yeah.
I would have maybe saved that for a round 4.
Yeah.
Where you really needed that trickery to come in, right?
Absolutely.
But it did pull through for them, and it did work out. So luckily, it wasn't a lost play.
Yeah. Now they're gonna be ready for that type of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. Exactly.
They'll have that. It was a nice element of surprise round 1, and it really threw off the hold that they had on B. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here after, or now that Malone's going to be defended.
You're also going to see Indiana here also bring the bomb B side. Now, whether they're just going to chow this or actually bring it, and we will lose Pillow off the side of the map on an accidental death. And esports, they do know that I believe this is Dawson who is in the elevator right now, and they do know that he's in there, and they are currently, challenging for that. But you are going to see him wrap back over here to the A-bomb. And so if Dawson can play this smart, he can sit in that elevator and just play the B-bomb and just be that guy. And so you will see the head glitch kind of kick in there on the stairs from Lomeler, and it will cost Malone another player. And so they're currently down in a 2-3 fashion. And so if Wade recognizes the bomb carrier up top, this could flip. This could go both ways here.
Yeah.
And so Wade is going to definitely want to rotate towards middle, which he is doing. You can see that. He knows that the bomb's going to come heavy, and he doesn't want to get caught behind the hut, being the only one back there. Now, he did grab the bomb carrier, though, which was really good. He probably does know bomb down, because you can kind of see bomb drop off characters when it does happen.
And the other guy,
and he's going to be able to hold the chow. Wade is going to have a head glitch here on this little box. You can barely see how his blue body is represented. His black outline is also going to be represented. So now if they start shooting this oil can, it will blow up and kill this guy.
Look at that.
Just like that. The thing will blow up and it will kill him. And that's one of those things where if you can't get the shot, have one person just hone in on the sights and have the other person just unload bullets on that thing. And so you're going to see Wade here he's starting off with a beautiful 6-0 KD, 952 damage. And that's exactly what you want to see on the start. What that means is he's collected his Predator missile.
Oh, yeah.
And so the other team will now have to play with that in the back of their mind, right? Because if they know if they go instant B, there's nowhere to get safe, right? If they go A, there's cover. And so Malone is going to look like maybe do a split challenge here. And you're going to see Indiana kind of set up just how Malone did on defense. They're going to use some of those head glitches. It's going to cause Malone to kind of pause a little bit. Yeah. And Malone is going to be there, and Wade is going to get taken out by the head glitch.
Double team.
And that's definitely a huge loss for them, being as Wade is your team leader here. And he definitely does have the thoughts. And so esports is going to get a challenge, but he's not going to be able to see his back, and he's going to get picked up. Now, Pillow might be able to challenge Moeller here, and he's going to get picked off too as well.
So you have a
1v2, and this is going to be... This could be a sticky situation, or this could go really well. I would definitely not get the bomb down yet. I would definitely try to find that one guy to lay up first, and it's going to not go that way. So now it's definitely going to go back to the 1-1 or the 2-1. Sorry, round count.
Yeah, like you said, just them losing Wade so quickly in the offensive round here, that was a huge loss because he can't use his Predator missile once he's dead. If I'm
that
correct.
is correct. And actually, he has to wait 10 seconds after the round starts before he can actually call in any offensive kill streak, which is the same in every game mode so far. In competitive, it's so that way you can't just call a Predator missile as they're all running out of their spawn, and you can't just drop it on their heart, right? You are going to see a weird rotation to the A point, and Malone is not ready for it. I'm going to be honest with you. They are stacked in bad spots. They're not going to be able to rotate to the A bomb very well, especially with T-Dog back there on that little mini head glitch. You are going to see Pillow maybe going out there to the crane, and the only thing I'm going to say that's going to be used for is calling out. Pillow is going to be able to be out here, and he's going to be able to live ping some of these guys probably. He also will know if they're getting wrapped on from behind, right? And so the good thing Malone...
a gunfight coming off the crane.
There you go. The good thing Malone does have here is a time advantage.
And
Indiana only has
4v2.
43 seconds to bring the bomb down.
Wade's
going to go down, but he's going to have the call out guaranteed, and Esports is going to have the shot on him if he sticks up with that little heady spot right there.
Oh, and Pillow's taken out as well.
So Bradley
2v2.
Or this Rafo, I believe that's how you pronounce it, really has shots. And Mr. 18 Gaming is going to get taken out as well, and this is going to go south for MU Esports now. MU Esports is going to be able to pick up. If he peeks out a little bit harder, he should be. Oh, he totally missed the bomb. He didn't see the plant.
Oh.
And this is going to be a hard challenge here. Hopefully he doesn't commit too heavily.
He sees
That's a beautiful nade, but you can shoot through this green fence, Andrew, so if they want to, they can just shoot right through that, and they will take him out.
It was such a strong start to the round.
100%. I think what might be happening here is they're getting one or two picks, they're getting a little too confident. And they're pushing well beyond the bounds of what they need to be. There's no reason on a defending round for anybody to be past either bomb site. Right. You're sacrificing yourself and lives at this point. And so I would never recommend having... Why is my free cam not working? There we go. So you never want to suspend yourself past the bomb sites. You really give up a lot of territory, and you're asking for 2-on-1 situations or isolation. Now you will see the chows coming from the bottom and the top here because, as you can tell, Indiana has caught on. Malone is running the out routes. And Wade will get picked up by the guy using the little glitchy spot.
Oh, not quite able
back
to get
there.
the pick
and so we're going to see
on either side.
If Malone might be able to get it here. This is where a little bit of game experience is going to come into play.
Okay, it's a 2v1.
It's a 2v1, obviously, and you have two of your most inexperienced players with ranked play so far. They are going to want to get the bomb down. It's going to cause Rafo to have to make moves rather than him just laying in his spawn. Now, whether he gives them this round, I don't know. It wouldn't be my first pick. If I was the Rafo, I would personally be playing for that pick. And here, if you're MU Esports, you do not want to be here. This is not the spot. You have no help. You have no backup. You're going to get chowed. Same with 18 Gaming. I would not be out this far. Just like that. When he's running back, you never know if Rafo's coming in right behind him, and then you just don't get that timing. They're going to get lucky here with just the route and the pick, but definitely want to keep composure when your bomb's down. You don't want to be too far from the bomb. You don't want to be picking unnecessary fights that you don't need to fight.
Yeah, just if Indiana right there would have been peeking that window, that could have just been one player down.
Exactly, it would have been a free kill essentially. So you don't want to see that too often. Now you are going to see. There's been a lot of offense here.
Yes.
There hasn't been much defense, right? And you can definitely see that in the ability to push past the bomb. As you can see right here, there is no reason for Pillow to be going where he's going.
Right.
See that out there, how he's out
going
route. He's a little bit far beyond. I know he's trying to do the wrap, but in a game mode that costs you players, stuff like the Rafo here at the bottom of your screen on the Twitch feed, you have Pillow who's totally unable to help right now, and you have Rafo who's currently sneaking up the side of the map, and nobody's probably going to read that.
Right.
Rafo saved it for the perfect time, Wade's probably going to get caught here with this gunfight. Rafo's going to have a couple head glitches as well if he jumps in here.
Yeah,
it's going to cost Wade some life. And there it is. It's definitely costed him. We are still in a 3v2 situation in Malone's favor. However,
pushing on B.
Malone is going to get pinched, and they're going to get collated, and it's going to cost him. That's just that IQ.
Yeah.
You don't want to ever be stacked together. It's just going to cause problems. As Pillow, I would have never taken that shot personally. I definitely would have waited for a better angle, but Lomiller is going to try to push that to end this round, and so I'm going to give you some cam of him because I think he just missed him.
Just turning.
I thought for sure he was going to see him on the cross. Now Pillow is going to get spotted, and it is probably going to cost him his life here, but it will cost him his life, but it was definitely a luck moment because he should have been dead prior to that. For sure.
Anytime that you watch these things, like the impeccable timing of someone to turn the exact opposite way whenever someone is about to push across or come into a room or something like that. It's nigh just like guaranteed to happen.
We call it COD timing in the COD world because it always happens when you're aiming down a sight for so long, and then the minute you pull your sights down, boom, the guy walks around the corner.
Absolutely.
And so it's definitely a thing to be on the look for. So Malone is going to go back to their intuition and drop back into this B-bomb rotation here. And, of course, Indiana's going to read it like a book because they knew it. They saw
they've lost some of the momentum.
Darth Vader is going to get the one pick now.
Oh, Pillow's going for the flank bet.
The one, see, again there, you're challenging things that you have no cover for.
Right.
So Rafo does get the pick there. Now, Pillow is in a great spot. As long as Pillow,
not quite able
Pillow
to get the
over, that's what I'm saying with that over challenging.
Yeah.
There's no need to peek out there. You're looking at a bomb, you're covering it. Now this guy's going to wrap behind, and it might cost MU Esports his life because he's probably going to get caught by Rafo looking at the top. And so as long as MU Esports stays top and doesn't go down,
this might be it.
This is going to be it. He's going to get caught. But however, Wade is going to know the call out. He's going to challenge.
Oh, wow. Not able to get the pick.
And that's just a huge breakdown on Malone's
part.
That was winnable.
Yep, absolutely.
But they overextended themselves, like I've been talking about. It's just something that they're going to have to grow in as the game goes on.
That's a hard angle for Wade to try and to get there.
And he challenged it on an open. If he would have moved 10 feet to the right, he would have had a head glitch as well.
Yeah.
So there would have been a little bit. So again, it's just map placement, IQ stuff that they have to work on to kind of clean up this search and destroy game.
But it's been close.
Like it is. It's 4-3.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be down 4-3,
right?
Like Malone is right now.
Right.
But you definitely want to be able to say, we held it a little bit. And Indiana's going to play really passively here. And I can tell you that because they're used to Malone overextending. And as you can tell, some communication between the team must have happened because Malone did not overextend. 18 Gaming is over-challing. He needs to make sure he uses that head glitch there as defense. Pillow, again, is pushing up forward. And I don't know if he's communicating that with his teammates. And so as they make pushes here, I'm surprised Lomiller did not see the door open in the bottom of the map, because that would have totally indicated to me, hey, somebody's in our spawn. They went through our door. So T-Dog is going to get this trophy system out, and they are going to go ahead and probably work for this B-bomb plant. Now, Pillow does have a middle cross, and 18 is underneath, but none of that is helpful right now. This is such a close, endeavored thing, and you are going to get lucky here. You're going to get definitely lucky with a gunfight. Now, if they read this elevator or not, we will hopefully find some challenges here. And he's going to get one of them, but he doesn't get both.
All right.
And so luckily, you did also have Wade coming down the B lane as well, so you don't really have to worry. Usually those 3v1s with a bomb hold are pretty nice.
Like I was so afraid of the double kill because
lining up. You never we call it stacking. You never want to be stacked. Or have the opportunity to be headshotted. In Call of Duty right now, I believe, as far as I'm still aware, the headshots work where if you collateral through a body, the second body does take less damage. But if you collateral through headshots, both bodies take
full damage.
For both of those. Whether the bullet goes straight through their head or whether it's a body to a headshot, the headshot still takes priority there. See, this is what you don't want right here. You have Wade and Pillow kind of bunched up with no trophy system. One nade bounces off the wall, and they're both cooked.
Yep.
They both lose their life. Now,
Pillow
does
here,
have...
There might be a little bit of a gunfight for that spot there, and MU Esports is getting the heck out of Dodge.
Indiana definitely has bottom control right now, and 18 Gaming is going to definitely lay some shots. He's going to have the call-outs for sure. Rayfo is in a great spot as well, as you can see, Pillow has already been taken out with it. For Darth Vader, I would fully wrap this to A-bomb. He does know that the people are in front of him and behind him, but I think if he picks up the cost here and notices Low Miller transitioning, and Esports might get the kill. Wade does see it, and he is going to stay up top, and so they are going to have this top advantage. However, they're not going to know when to jump down. Malone does need to plant a bomb here. And they are forcing time, and there is a trade, so we do see that there. So this is a 2v2 situation, but Wade does have the bomb.
Wade knows one's far.
He does need to get this bomb down, and so if I were him, I would be jumping into the B plant right now to go for it and telling my teammate, hey, get over here, I need help. Don't.
No Predator.
They instantly will know where Andrew Wade is, and hopefully this kill can go the other way for Wade. He's not going to get it.
No Predator missile kill.
They're 5-4, and so there's one more round left in the series, and if Indiana can close it out here on the next round. If not, it'll be a 5-5 showing out here. But great reads there. Didn't overextend themselves. Definitely played Malone's weaknesses on those head glitches and utilizing those head glitches for sure. We're very, very key for Malone in this situation.
All right, match point, or game point, I should say.
Yeah, game point for Indiana here. Pillow is going to take the bottom route, which isn't a bad idea. This is going to force a lot of those guys that have been challenging the bottom to kind of be there. And Pillow is going to get taken out by Hezbollah. And so Wade, in my opinion, should not be here. This is not his spot. He's died twice now here, almost 3 times. He did get away on the one spot. And he's not going to be able to see the cross. And so T-Dog is going to wrap here. Malone Esports is not going to see the come around on the backside, but hopefully he will hear it. He will see it, hopefully, right there. And hopefully he gets the kill, and he will get turned on by T-Dog. And T-Dog is going to work back into Malone's spawn here, and that might affect how the end of this game goes. Now, T-Dog is going to play the stairs here, it looks like, and 18 Gaming is going to get denied as well.
Dang it.
And Wade, see, this is one of the problems with Malone right now, is Wade's not going to be able to help.
Dang.
Right? He had to wait for him to come up top.
Yep.
Whereas when you're in a 5-4 like that, as the last 2 guys with one guy left, you need to bunch up.
Stay on the bomb.
You need to stay with each other, make sure that you're able to help out. Because Wade misses one of those shots, that guy's free, and that guy can change direction, go up and down, come in behind him, go back to spawn, go into his spawn, original, or back to Malone's spawn, and that can really cost you map awareness in a game like this. And so we are going to see a 5-5 here.
All right.
Match point for the win for round 2. So you're going to see the B rush, of course, and this is really unfortunate. Malone's weakness is defending, and they are going to get stuck with the defense here.
And we see Pillow pushing like he enjoys doing.
However, Wade does have a cruise. This is going to give great intuition. He might get both of those bomb carriers. That was a bad Predator missile. Wade should have not dropped it there. Definitely should have dropped it on this oil container right in the middle of our screen right now.
But he knows they're there.
That would have blown up. And so he does have the comms. So 18 Gaming is going to get sniped out here real quick and picked up. And so Pillow is going to get that backside. Now Pillow does know there's another guy in the hut, but he is also going to get dropped. Wade's going to maybe clean this up for him a little bit. Wade Wade sees the second guy. He definitely does. He does get the clean. And Malone will take the 6th round.
Very close.
Map 2. That was a supremely close game of search and destroy there.
Regardless of how the game had went, they still went for a very offensive play, and this time it worked for him.
Yeah. Now Wade did get a headshot there at the end, which definitely helped that damage. And you can see 18 and 6 on search and destroy is phenomenal for a team captain.
Absolutely.
Especially when 16 of those kills were non-traded. So that means he's killing. Only 2 of his kills were times where he got shot and then died right after getting the shots off. So
and Rayfo on the other team getting a lot of flanks.
100%. Rayfo was definitely the brain of that operation there for that. So Malone will take a 2-0 lead here in the series. And so if they do win the control next map, they will win the
will
game.
Win the game, first game.
They will win the first game of the season. So you definitely want to hopefully get pushing for that and get the triggers ready for Control. Now we are going to be playing Control. I believe we're going to be playing Control on Karachi.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about earlier. That B control spot on Karachi, you're either going to love it or it's going to demolish you.
Mm-hmm.
And in Control, each team only has 30 lives. So that means when you make pushes towards the points that the other teams are defending, they have to be calculated. It
Right.
can't just be a one-man solo
Right.
jump in and say, oh, I'm on it, because
Yep.
3 guys are probably going to rush in on you. Especially when you're on defense, you usually spawn closer to those points. So the attackers are at the disadvantage, of course, right, with all of that. So there is all of that stuff that does happen, but you definitely want to be mindful when you're playing Karachi Control. In my opinion, I would send my first 4 lives off spawn at B, just to see how they're going to kind of set it up, just to see how the other team's going to kind of see what they're doing. You might be able to catch them off guard and get the defense might be splitting 2 and 2 to kind of defend both points. And if you can send 4 guys into a 2-person defended spot, you can maybe take control and get 1 or 2 ticks.
Right.
And those ticks are important because
absolutely.
if you come to a round count of 2v2 and you go to that 5th round of the game, whoever has the most ticks is going to get defense. And you definitely want to be on the defensive end of things. So every tick will count. Every control site has 3 ticks. And so if you can get 3 ticks, of course you win the site, it goes away. You no longer have to fight for it. But one of the cool things is if you do take a tick, it cannot be taken away from you.
Right.
So if you do get a full tick and then your team does die off, you do get to keep it, which is really, really nice in the game mode of Control. So we're going to see them obviously load in here on the lobby, and that's what we're kind of waiting for right now.
Yeah, I know that Control has been a little bit of a weakness of our team's part in the past.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out here.
I think Control is just it's a weakness because it's so spawn trappable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get some of these spots such as Karachi, they're right down here at the bottom of your screen. You're going to see a kind of building with a little hut stacked on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the highest point of the map. And if you can control that, you have vision lanes to a good majority of spawns in this game. And so hopefully they won't. Hopefully Malone doesn't live there, because I don't think that spawn trapping wins you games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a way to drop kill count and all that. So we're going to be firing it up here. And so it does look like Malone is going to be on the defensive side to start here.
Okay.
So this is the B cap, Andrew, that I was really telling you about.
And there's the 2v2.
It's so one-sided, right? You're going to have Wade take a first pick on that. And I don't know.
A 4-man push for A.
And you do have Indiana up here on top of top third, definitely holding up that top spawn, which is going to be really, really key. And Pillow is going to get taken out. However, Pillow does do a 2-to-1 trade ratio there. So you are going to see Malone hold control of only 1 death so far versus the 3 from Indiana. Now, Wade is going to recognize this. He's great Call of Duty player. I've played with him before several different ways and times, and he does know some of the rotations here on these maps, and he does know where people are going to be coming from. And so he's definitely going to be using that. Now, Pillow here is going to do the classic Pillow. He's going to push a little farther than what he wants to be doing right now. You're a defensive team. You're not an offensive team right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so this could cause a little bit of issues. As you can see, it's definitely going to cause a B issue up here because you have a 1v1 situation, and that's not really what you want. And 18 is going to drop, but luckily Esports hopefully will be able to pick that up, and they are going to start to lose this B cap. We're going to roll over there because this is the pivotal corner, so Esports does have control. He did get that 1 kill, and so Malone is actually going to drop back and defend this. They're going to say, hey, we're going to chalk A, don't worry about it, rotate back to this one. We're going to try to take some live counts. Yeah. And as you can see, Malone is down 21 lives to 23 lives, which is definitely not something you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Wade's going to move into a perfect spot. If I were him, I would jump inside of this little window right here, and you can use this bar right here as a head glitch. Personally, you are going to keep these guys off on top AC. As you can see, they're utilizing this map in a different way. Blue is obviously Indiana, and they've currently gotten in behind red, and that's not what you want to see.
Absolutely. They're going to be able to get a sight on these two guys.
Exactly. Malone is going to be spawning over this dumpster right here, and that's the only way to get in. And it's not going to be good because they're going to have 2 guys ready for it. Wade is going to get behind him here. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to read Loam Alert in there, but he is going to help his teammates get off the back. And he is going to be able to help his teammates out, and they are going to be able to clear that second tick on there, and they are going to be down 3 lives, though, here from Malone. So Wade is going to see the chow across the middle, going to get the kill, and we're going to see some trades go out here. Wade might get a double, and he does collect the feed, and he's going to go to the head glitch, and he's going to try to take out the spawn kill here. He knows the rotation's going to be there. He just doesn't realize it's ahead of him.
Dang.
He just misses the turn, and so he definitely needs to rotate back to help out his teammates, which I think he is noticing, so he is doing it.
And getting another pick while he's still out there.
Yep. Pillow definitely in a good spot. He's going to jump out and reach out that guy on the road, which is perfect. Wade is going to also be in that little head glitchy area where I told him to hang out earlier in the game. So this should definitely be a good spot for Darth Vader there. Definitely some definitely good setups from Malone here as they're working on defense.
Some solid defense.
Malone is leading in lives by almost double, which is really, really good to see. You want to see that. And so good part is Pillow is going to spawn on top here. He's going to be able to collect anybody who tries to run across the street in the wide open. And Andrew Wade is going to do the same thing. And so the defense will win. Malone will get the round 1 win.
They were in a little bit of hot water there for a second.
They were definitely in hot water for a second.
But a couple really solid picks was able to tear away the momentum of Indiana and allow us to kind of restructure ourselves back onto B. And then Wade going out for some deep picks as well just kind of helped even further stow the momentum.
Yeah, definitely. And I think forfeiting the A capture, right, was definitely the smart move. I mean, that you give them all 3 ticks on it, but in the end, if you can do the same thing and get A and give all 3 ticks, make them all rotate here. Now, this is going to be deep for Malone. They are going to push the B, and there's only going to be 1 on defense ready to go. So Indiana is a little bit late setting up, and Malone is going to get in behind them a little bit. Now, Esports is going to hopefully get the pick, and Wade is going to get chalked, and they're both going to get taken out.
2 picks.
That was a perfect opportunity there from Malone to take the B control, but they are going to miss out right here. Now, they're going to re-chow it,
still pushing
which
hard.
is great. They do need to recognize that AC is up there, and Pillow will hopefully be the one to throw the nades and the stuns up there.
And
that will be
pick on 18.
This is a bad chow by Wade. He should not be in there alone.
That's hard.
That was not something. If you are MU Esports here, you do not go inside.
But he's
you
going
stay
inside.
outside to try to keep the people from coming over the dumpster, as you can see T-Dog doing right now. This is just a little bit of communication errors with Malone here, and definitely some great communication here with Indiana.
Yeah.
They have locked down, they're laying down, they're picking their corners. T-Dog right here has a really nice head glitch on this little wall here, and it does make it really hard to get the kill there. But we're going to see Wade coming top red right now. We're going to see 18 Gaming coming in the back door. Now, 18 Gaming, bad chow there again from Malone. They're just going to have to learn to kind of wait for some backup there. And like I said, Team Cohesion is going to kind of help that out. Now, they've only taken 1 life.
Yeah, this is hard.
And that's gonna be really not good for Malone. Now, if they double chow this corner, they might be able to get this Hasbullah, and they do get it. And they're gonna be able to lock in. Wade is gonna hopefully be able to come in here for the backup. Now, what the IQ here is gonna be, they need somebody on this back head glitch towards the middle of our screen here to lock up that dumpster. And so if they can lock up that dumpster, they're gonna be able to hold out here. And Wade's gonna get taken out. Esports should chow that, and hopefully he gets him. He does get him. Now.
And we have Pillow over on A.
You do have Pillow over on A, and he is going to get chowed here. It does look like, and so we'll see what he does get. He does get killed.
But we did get B.
But we did get B, and so that's a great chow. I'd rather take B and not get A. It sends a message. We're gonna have a little bit of gunfight here on the little tippy top, and we're gonna see Andrew.
Nice drop shot.
And so Malone, Andrew Wade does notice, hey, I need to slow down. I need to take a step back. I just need to control the top, play for my picks. He is going to also be looking over here and catching this. They call this top bishop here where Hasbullah and Rayfo are. But Wade is going to have to play the top, and he's going to get taken out. 18 Gaming is going to get chowed and taken out as well. And this is not what you want
Cruise
here.
missile from Darth Vader coming in. He's going to get a pick.
He is going to get the pick, and it's going to allow Esports to jump on if he wants to, which is going to be super key. And 18 Gaming, hopefully,
Oh.
18 Gaming, jump on there and help that man out. There you go. You're going to be able to call out the shots. You're going to be able to see the picks. Lomiller is going to be dead in his sights. T-Dog is going to get chowed. MU Esports is going to claim his life. And MU Esports, if Wade jumps on this, he will be able to help him clear. And it looks like Malone might break away here with a nice A capture without being contested. Wow, they will take that. That
Such
is
a
not
life
the way
disadvantage at the beginning there, but they were able to just pull it back. I think they got comfortable with the 2-man hold on B, and Pillow was just able to hop on A for a little bit and just kind of get. I think he got A tick, and it kind of split their resources out some
a little bit,
and then they kind of like at the hard push onto B and having Pillow on A just kind of scrambled their defenses, and I think it was a 3-man hold on B there for a second, and that just caused the cap to go so fast.
Now, if I was Malone, I'd be sending 3 to B and 1 to A. Kind of how they have it set up here a little bit. They're definitely pushing the A capture here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pillow is going to get in behind him, which is going to be really nice because T-Dog is probably going to drop here. And then they're going to have to kind of look in all 3 directions. And the only chow is in the corner, and Malone will get it and kill out.
Wade
will get the spin on Rafo. So that is going to definitely help Malone clear. Now, they are going to want to back up here to B because you are definitely going to probably see a re-chow. Especially you see T-Dog right here looking for a re-chow as well. Now, MU Esports is in a great spot. They have to jump down to get to him. So T-Dog has an advantage here, but he also doesn't. You're going to see some spawn kills coming out from Pillow and Wade here. And it does cost them. Like I said, spawn kills don't usually mean wins. It usually does mean that it's going to cost you. And as you can see,
the momentum's going to carry back onto A there.
The kill feed is gonna represent that. You're going to have freedom on A now.
And we're still holding on to B. Oh, and did not close the door. And that
we are going to get luck though from 18 Gaming. He is going to be able to come back in and re-support that. Pillow's going to have to make a risky jump
hard
here.
Push.
And he's not going to get it. And Blue Indiana is pushing towards the top of the hard control here. And as you can see, I think Malone has probably said, hey, we're going to chalk this. We're going to let him take A. Everybody just rotate back towards B and just try to get some picks here.
Yeah. Wade doing some cheeky peeking out to see if it results in 2 kills.
They are going to help out.
Wow.
Now Hasbulla is going to get this backside kill, and Wade isn't going to be there to help him, but Esports is going to be able to pick it up and help him out. So we're going to see a full rotation coming out of Indiana here to rotate back. And as you can see, 18 Gaming is coming across the dumpster now and on your right-hand screen there, and he's going to know, hopefully, hey, I'm going to have guys coming from my right.
Right.
And so he should hopefully have a trophy or something. And he actually might miss this climb up from Rafo. And he's not going to see it. And Rafo might jump and get the kill here. Or 18 Gaming might get it. And he is going to miss the chow.
Let's see the call out.
And Esports
not
is
quite
not going to get there in time.
Able to pick up. But we have Pillow and Darth Vader bringing some havoc towards the spawns.
Wade definitely is going to need to spin around here. He's going to need to spin around. He is going to notice it. He probably has his pistol out. And he's going to get it with help from 18.
Nice.
That's going to be an awesome trade out for them. Now, they are going to have to kind of turn around. Even though they did just come from that spawn, they're going to have to realize, another guy's coming. Wade's going to get him on the trade. That's going to be perfect. Malone is still sitting high and pretty right now with a 20 to 10 life count and 30 seconds on the clock. It is going to look like this might go in Malone's favor. Let's go ahead and flip to some POV here from some of our Malone guys. And I'm going to switch to Wade specifically, who's calling in that Predator missile. And he's going to be looking for those little squares. He's going to get the one there. And so he knows, hey, I'm going to climb over dumpster, and I'm going to be instantly chowed probably here. So we're going to see some definite loss of communication here from Indiana at the end. And so you will see Malone take the third round of the game, and that right there is it. Malone will win.
Wow.
In 3-0 fashion.
Beautiful. That there were a lot of moments all throughout this this series of games. And there was a lot of moments where it just went one way, went the other, went back. Yeah. There was a lot of flip-flopping that happened. And I will say, for how things went, it was very close throughout the whole series of games here, and some nice picks here. There's some nice teamwork, some nice call outs from both sides, I'd imagine. Just helped in those moments, but Malone's If I were to say probably some of the early rotations on things like hardpoint and even on control there, like helped just kind of solidify some of the defense. Even though in Search and Destroy they were really hard on the offense, like. It just like, especially with some sneaky picks from Pillow, just able to sneak behind enemy lines, and sometimes a little out there, but it in these circumstances it worked out for him. So
I just want to take a look here. Look at Andrew Wade's kills to death ratio in this last game. Now, playing 3 rounds and 28 kills, that's almost averaging 10 kills a round.
Wow.
When you're taking out 10 of the 30 lives that the teams have per round, that's superb gunslinging right there.
Absolutely.
Now, when you look at that KD, you're rocking like a 2.8 KD there. That means every 2.5 kills roughly you're dying one time, which is super superb. So we're definitely gonna watch that and see that in reverse. Now you do see Rayfel up here definitely had some advantages. I believe a lot of his kills were non-traded as well.
Yeah.
So he definitely led for his team there, and so you're gonna see some of that come from different teammates and different teams. Definitely what you see here is the kill count difference. Malone definitely held their own in these 4 little boxes down here to the death count as well. You can definitely see that. I mean, Pillow 16 and 9, beautiful 2.0 KD, and you see the captures from Esports 4. So definitely a good game, and it was great to comment.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming in, Ryan.
Yeah,
your experience and commentary was well appreciated because I probably would have just been swapping perspectives throughout the whole
That's
whole
okay,
thing,
yeah.
So.
Whatever I can do to help.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming out here, and thank you all for tuning in here. I see a couple people here in chat. That is the first game of the season for Malone, picking up a dub, and we will see you all next time.
Next week is a bye week.
And next week's a bye week, so we got...
Not till the week after.
Till the week after, but we have a Smash Bros stream starting tomorrow, and we hope to see you all out same time, same place. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later.